Hello to our final part, Ape Escape 1. First, before I begin the final fight with Spectre, we're going to look at the monkey book, which I have collected 204 monkeys, according to the game. That's the amount that we have in this game, and yeah, still 100% every single level now. And I might as well take the chance to, you know, go through them all and also talk about some of the things, Ape Escape, that I have sort of missed. I'm not going to say their names, you can read them yourself, including their description, but I am going to be talking about some of these things that I didn't really talk about beforehand. For instance, the fact that the coffins in that one area when taking care of the 3 monkeys in that haunted area of Spectre land and such, after the fucking roller coaster and shit, they always appear at that one coffin. They never appear in any other coffin. They always pop out of that one. Another one is that this is one of those games that in Japan also had a thing with the pocket station. There was a 4th minigame. And this 4th minigame, I don't really have much information on it outside of the manual of the Japanese version of this game, which I have, considering I bought the Japanese version and I could not get that working on my PS2. But I do have it, and there is some interesting shit to it. There is some interesting shit to the Pocket Station minigame that Ape Escape 1 has. It's just, I can't really run it. I can't really activate and show it off because I don't really know of any good emulators for Pocket Station. Apparently, Mess or something like that has a Pocket Station emulator with the PS1, and trying to get shit working on Mess is awkward. I don't like using Mess. I don't like using MAME either. Both of them are very awkward emulators for me to actually handle. It's just something I can't really get used to. But if I could, and I'm pretty sure at some point in the future I would come back to Ape Escape 1 to show off the Pocket Station minigame, because I would obviously have to get all the monkeys again in the Japanese version, like no shit there, and then I can actually show you everything of that, considering like 204 monkeys. I have a lot of monkeys. I think this minigame won't be that difficult to deal with. It's just, it has its own little section with this fucking book and such for it, and you can choose whatever monkey you got here for the minigame. And this is the only minigame in which you can actually choose... Oh, by the way, Claxter. Nice. You can actually choose any monkey that you have gotten through any level in this book for that minigame. This is the only minigame where you can actually do that. The other 3 minigames either don't... Fuck. They don't have a, like, a fucking choice for your monkeys, or they give you a choice, but it's a set thing only for that minigame. It's a set amount of monkeys for that minigame only. They don't actually appear in the fucking book, at least as far as I know. I haven't noticed any monkeys from the fucking boxing game here yet, so... But, as you can see, there's a lot of monkeys, and I have been unable to do that minigame. But hey, at least in the future, when I do figure out how to, you know, get the Pocket Station emulator, any kind of them, working, and being able to play these Pocket Station games, and hopefully accurately, like they're actually decent emulators, I will go ahead and fucking deal with them. I will show them off, and hopefully it'll be a good time. But the last thing is that I am not joking when I say that when it came to doing the time trials and such, and doing this game, I only ever played like so little of this game initially years ago and such. I never beat it. I never saw Spectre Land before, and TV Tower, like I never really got to that point. I kind of stopped at the dinosaur, I think, like very early on. I believe either then or the second Jake minigame. Definitely before I got to Spectre's Castle, before I got there, was where I stopped years ago. And I never really played the game again. And memory was always pretty foggy with this game, so there wasn't much I actually remember with this shit. And, well, there wasn't much I actually played of this either. I never really got all the monkeys and such. So, for the most part, this is whole new shit to me, and that's why some of the gameplay you've been seeing later on has been kind of awkward in how I've been playing. Like, some of these things I could have easily avoided or make it through, I didn't. I had a bit of a struggling on it. That's because I never really played through to Monkey Madness and such. I never got these spots. And with the time trials, I never saw any of the speedruns for this except for the second level. I forgot the name of it already, goddamn. But that's the only one, and that's where I found out about how the fucking speedruns are done with the time trials and such. And yeah, I didn't really play much of Ape Escape. Ape Escape 2 was demo only, and I've never played Ape Escape 3 before, so that's gonna be a fucking ballpark when that comes to PS4 and I actually do a Let's Play of that. But yeah, that is basically everything of the monkeys here, and that's basically all the things I need to tell you right now, because we are now going to be heading straight for the final boss of Ape Escape 1, which is essentially Spectre again. And the area he's in right now is Dimension X of Pink Point Matrix. So let's go ahead and take care of him right now, because that's all we have left. And this boss is interesting. So let's begin.
So you finally come. You just won't give up, will you?
Of course I'm here. Someone's got to teach you that you can't conquer the world. Give it up.
You are so irritating. I just don't understand you.
What? What do you mean?
You have all that power and energy. Why not use your powers for something better?
I'd never do anything harmful or destructive. You'll never get me to turn against my friends.
Ugh, you're so naive.
I'm still better than you are.
Yeah, give it a rest. You're still only human. But one more thing.
What now?
How is the man that raised me?
What? You mean the trainer at the amusement park?
Yeah.
Why do you ask? Were you thinking about going back? I think that's a great idea. Everyone will be so happy. I'm sure if you apologize, they'd welcome you back to the amusement park. Let's go.
What? Apologize? That's ridiculous. Why should I apologize? After the way they treated me? I told you I'm never going back. Why should I? I have come across such incredible powers and intelligence that I'm better than they are. I can do anything.
That's not true power. You're being controlled by the Peak Point helmet. If you knew what was good for you, you'd throw that thing away. Now do it and let's go.
Quiet! I'll prove to you just how great my powers are!
Go ahead, but if I beat you, you get rid of the helmet.
Oh, you won't beat me!
Don't be so sure, Spectre. Here I come.
And now we begin the boss fight. I sort of remember these cutscenes because of Ape Escape 2, but yeah, this boss fight, I don't know what to expect really. At least until I actually did the fight, because this is post-recording, it's all it always is. And the way this works is kinda weird. I mean, I can hit him with this, but it doesn't do shit. And I can fly, and, you know, that move kinda sucks. But then I shoot him, and there you go. And that's kinda what I think is how you're supposed to deal with the first thing, because you can't really get to him to punch him with the boxing glove in this area, because there's like a big fucking gap here. So this is the best way I can actually deal with him right now with the slingshot. And I could actually be using my special moves, but it doesn't take too many shots to take him down from that chair. It's like fucking 3 or 4. It's easy. After this, then I begin like actually punching the shit out of him with the boxing glove, because he'll be right here on the ground level for me to take care of. And it is interesting, this second part, which is actually the last part, and it's definitely interesting on how this works, because initially I thought just to keep punching him until he actually goes down, because now he's in this force field, and I'll keep running around and doing all sorts of attacks on you. But the thing is, I think right now is where you're supposed to actually capture him. But I kept thinking, just keep punching him until he actually stops. That wasn't really the case, because he kept getting his shield back. It wasn't really, well, there you go. So, I did the net and it didn't work. There is a point, though, where it will work. It doesn't take too long, though, considering the boxing glove is powerful as fuck. The Spectre just kind of gets fucked over, and now, at this point, because he's red, would be a great time to actually capture him. Because right now, we're just repeating the same shit, and I am nearly dead, because those missiles suck. And yeah, I'm going to beat him right now, but quickly. And if he starts shooting that shit, I'm going to avoid it, because if I don't, I'm going to die. And yeah, that is the first boss. Well, that's the final boss, I mean. And that's it, that's the game. Yeah. No special cutscene. You go straight to the credits, which are different now. Spectre token right there. And you get different screenshots here and different music as well. But it's essentially the same credits. And this is the 100% ending. Yeah, there's not much. There's not much to the ending. It's kind of a crap ending, to be honest. But yeah, that is Ape Escape 1. That was the final boss. Much more anticlimactic than Ape Escape 2's final boss, which was also Spectre again. And it was much easier too, surprisingly. And yeah, that's it. And of course we take him back to the circus with his actual owner. But yeah, then Ape Escape 2 happens and he's free again and shit goes bad again and we have to go and stop him. Then again, like, Spectre was inside of all the other monkeys and it was really, I forgot his name, not the character, that's Spike. But no, I think it is Kikaru. Hikaru fucking released the helmets into the area, and Spectre was there, and he got his helmet back. Yeah, things just got really fucked up from there, and Ape Escape 2 happened. And then something bad happens again, Ape Escape 3, and we have 2 main characters that time, and yeah, when we get to Ape Escape 3, that's... The thing is, I don't think Ape Escape 3 has a hard mode or an additional mode thing like Ape Escape 2 has. If it does, then I'll be recording that. Otherwise, I'll be playing that blind like I did Ape Escape 1 here, because I didn't remember much well with the levels I have done. And the levels I never played before, those, well, you saw how that went. But yeah, that's it. That's Ape Escape 1. I completed 100%, and that's the end. So, let's go ahead and see one more cutscene, because there is a cutscene. Luckily, there is a cutscene. It's after the credits. It's not much, but it's something. So let's watch that, and then I can tell you what I think about this game, and, you know, all that bullshit.
Oh no! Look at the time!
We better hurry, or it'll be too late.
Hey, wait up!
Wait for me, you two! I said wait!
And yeah, it would actually stay on the end screen for good with the music playing. And it didn't record it well because it was at 1 FPS, so yeah, it just kind of skips like that. But that's it, that's Ape Escape 1, and we have 100% of the game. And I will show you that in the load thing, because it won't actually show me the 100% after saving. You can go back and do the mini games as much as you want, do the time trial as much... So I do the time trial as much as you want, but you've already been in the game, so there's no point going back to the levels normal. And there's no additional bonus hard mode thing in Ape Escape 1, so no point actually going through and like doing a new game plus thing. But there you go, 100% at Monkey Madness, not the level we just did, not Peak Point Matrix. But yeah, Ape Escape 1, I enjoyed it. And it was fun, honestly. I'm not great at speedrunning it. And I'm not great at using that net. Or the fucking bat. But it was fun. And I look forward to doing Ape Escape 3 on PS4 in the future. I could be doing the Japanese one on PS3. Or buying a PS2 copy. But, no. I'll just wait for PS4. I'm not dealing with that bullshit, okay? And as for what's next? Well, we're going to be going back to another series. This one, you know, didn't see that coming, but Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels will be coming back to you very soon. So, I'll see you guys then for another Hot Wheels game. Thank you for watching. See you then.